What is up, CSBA? Welcome to Stillwater for some Friday night hoops. Tonight's matchup going to be the number 13th ranked Iowa State Cyclones taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys here in Stillwater. Joining me in the booth, one of our queens. What's up, Katie?
What's up? Looking forward to this matchup. Iowa State, having a great debut season under the new branding, and Oklahoma State under a new coach. So excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State on the other side of the coin. Trying to get off the schneid. Hasn't had much luck this season, but obviously playing in front of your home crowd. Hopefully they can get something going here quick.
Yeah, and that first season is always a learning season anyway. So.
Yeah, for sure. Neither team able to get on the board here. Anything specific? Any matchups you want to call out here that you're looking at that you think might be worth watching if you're just tuning in for the first time?
Yeah, I think the bench matchups will be extremely interesting here. Bjorn Johansson, a guy that is absolutely dangerous for Iowa State, and then on the flip side, the one of the freshmen they have coming off the bench there.
All right, well, neither team able to get on the board yet here. We're about a minute in. Some good tight defense from both sides. Greg Davidson going to fire up a three, no good. Aqua Kikian up with the rebound. He's going to get it out to Jason Breeze Jr. Oklahoma State's going to we're going to try to get out in transition there, Katie, but thwarted by the transitional defense of Iowa State.
Yeah, did a great job of getting in place and getting their feet set so nobody could get around them.
Strong drive. Again, not able to get it to go. Ball bats around, and Artie Fisher's going to come up with it. He's going to look to drive here. He goes coast to coast, gets fouled by Kyle Dutton.
Dutton couldn't get in front of him and get his feet set the way we just saw Iowa State do the other end. So they're doing a good job of stopping transition, but then also getting out in it.
Yeah, hard foul there. No easy buckets here in Stillwater. So he'll go to the line and shoot two. Free throw up and good. So finally we got a point. It only took a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Sloppy start.
Yeah, and it could be a note on the defenses, or it could just be, like you said, sloppy offense. So what time will tell as the game goes.
Yeah, I mean, it is still winter time, so these guys might take a little time for these guys to get loose.
No, the hands are still a little frozen from coming in outside.
I just turned the heat up at my house. It's cold.
No.
Oh, he had a cutter there. Aquakian missed him. Drive. Nice defensive block there. Oklahoma State is able to save it. Gets it out to Ken Castle. He's going to have to fire it up from the Oklahoma State logo. Can't get it to go. Barely hits the front rim as Davidson up with the rebound. Both these teams starting really slow here. Henderson fouled.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Iowa State's kind of content, though, just taking it to the line over and over.
Well, they're pounding it inside. Oklahoma State's just not giving them any easy baskets, but at least they're playing defense. I don't know. You got to figure out what's going on with the offensive here, though.
No, Blaze Henderson's a guy that's 100% from field goal, or not free throw percentage so far in the season. You see it there making that first one.
Yeah, historically a good free throw shooter for the Cyclone team. 4-0 start here. Very slow start to start us off.
Yeah, you'd like to see it pick up for both squads.
Castle now over to Aquakian. AK-47 going to hand it off to Breeze, and the C's part in an easy two, and Oklahoma State will take that to get on the board.
Yeah, after the drought they had, you didn't think that first bucket would come so easily like that one did.
Yeah, the floodgates just kind of opened up for him there. C's parted, as they say.
Yeah, parted like the Red Sea.
High screen drive. Henderson up off the glass, and good. Tough bucket there from Blaze.
Yeah, really tough bucket. Contact draped all over him.
So 6-2 Iowa State out early here. Castle going to back it up here as they're going to run looks like they're going to run a play. Not a lot of ball movement here, though, from Oklahoma State. Jason Breeze Jr. for three, no good. Davidson up with the rebound. He quickly gets it out to Fischel. Fischel going to drive, stops, pops. Can't get it to drop, though, as Breeze up with the rebound.
Yeah, he was feeling that shot. Looked like he had a little bit of contest on him, though, so Would have liked to have seen him pull out and reset, I think.
Ooh, little alley-oop pass there. Good job by Mac Mills, able to finish at the rim.
Yeah, great awareness by the passer inside.
I would have liked to see Mac throw that down as Davis is going to fire it up from the corner. Bang!
Ooh.
3 ball for the light bulb.
Yeah, you forget he can hit those,
Yes,
to be honest.
But he leaves the light on for us all the time. Sometimes I forget about him.
Yeah.
He's like Motel 6. 9-4, Iowa State up by 5-4 ET to go here. Slow start offensively for both these teams. Starting to pick up here, though, which is good.
Yeah, and I know Coach K-Town probably not thrilled with how slow his team has started here tonight, and I'm sure it's the same for Breeze.
Dane Jones not able to hit the baseline jumper there. Here comes Iowa State and Farrell. Farrell going to kick it to the corner for 3. Bang! Same place Davidson hits. Jensen Slade drops a 3 from the same exact spot. So, just like that, an 8-point lead.
Yeah, I think this Iowa State team's going to have an interesting bench lineup against this Oklahoma State team.
Ooh, what a big block there by Theodore Sternville.
Sternville.
That is a name and a half.
Yeah.
A mouthful. Ooh, Jones was wide open. They missed him. Drive. Good defensive play in the low post. 3 ball from Jensen Slade. Bang again. Slade from downtown. Slaying it.
Pretty sure he greened both of them too that he's hit. So he started hot.
As Alex said, green like a sprout. He's going to steal his lines. Dane Jones with a nice take.
Yeah, that one wasn't easy. He had somebody on his right and in front of him contesting that one.
So a hot start here for the Cyclone. Slade again. This time Fuchs. They get it over to Bjorn Johansson. Sees part from him.
No.
A little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar action in the paint.
The defender was lost before he even started moving. I'm not sure what that was.
Jones. A little ISO play here for Jones. He's going to spin. He's going to drive. Goes for the finger roll and lays it in.
He started really well tonight, too.
I mean, he's got to be the one Cowboy that's got to step up here in Oklahoma State. Bjorn Johansson. Low post. Spin move back to the basket. That throws it down. Trevor Albert had no shot at that one.
No. I mean, you could tell Johansson had on his mind. He was taking that one to the hoop.
Jones again. So feed the hot hand if you're Oklahoma State. You get that man the rock.
Yep.
So 19-10, 9-point lead for the Cyclones. Got it so weird to say Cyclones. I don't know why.
I'm with you.
I mean, it's just easier to say Iowa State. I don't know why, but Cyclones just sounds weird.
I forget that's what they are too. So when you said that, I was like, wait, what? We're still adjusting.
I know. I mean, they are new to the CSBA. So, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in here, Friday Night Hoops. Appreciate it. You get to see some names in the Discord channel I haven't seen in a while, so good to see y'all, including Mr. B Mills himself, coming to watch his former squad.
And his new one.
That is true. It is his new one too, right? I forgot for a second. It's nice.
I think he's here for the new one mostly. I think he came in with F Oklahoma State.
You might be right on that. I forgot about Perry Dudley being here. 7-point lead here. Good take there in the low post, by Oklahoma State. Cuts it to 7.
Good efficient looks so far down in the paint for both teams after that initial drought.
Yeah, that's where the high percentage looks are going to come. So you want to be there as much as you're possible. Boat cross, ill-advised, back to the basket kind of layup there. Probably should have went up stronger. Fuchs going to drive, but now pulls it out. And Cross just basically handed it to Cross and said, "Go back and go get a dunk for your mess up."
Yeah, Cross was not going to pass that up.
So Iowa State out to a 9-point lead. Time out on the court. You're watching CSB on Twitch. 1:05 to go here, first quarter. We'll stay right here with all the action. What do you think Oklahoma State's got to do a little better here, Katie, to just kind of get themselves back in this ball game?
They need to limit turnovers, and they've had a bit of a tendency to leave Iowa State players open, whether it be on the wing or driving to the basket.
Nice play by Dane Jones. Gets it into Albert. What a play. Jones along the baseline. Saw the double come and a little dish off, dump off to Albert. Sternville draws a double team. Good defense here by Oklahoma State. They're going to force a jump ball. So Kaz Allen looks like he's going to jump it up here with Theodore Sternville, the walk-on.
That might be one of my favorite walk-on names.
Well, Mac Mills isn't bad either. I think both of them have a little
Flair to
little
him.
flair to them. Yeah, Jones from the elbow, Drano.
He's been hot.
Yeah, he's been the one guy. Oklahoma State got to keep giving him the ball, keep setting him up. It's going to open up things, as you saw that on that other play down on the low post for Albert. He drew the double, so keep getting him the ball if you're Oklahoma State. Sternville now out to Slade. Luke's going to draw them. Double team for Oklahoma State. Gets it to Bjorn Johansson for three. Contested, but
man.
knocks it down. Bang.
There's not even a whole lot more you could have done there. You had the double. You made him take the contested shot. And he knocks it down anyway.
Good first quarter, 24-16. No good there on the half-court heave. You're watching CSBA on Twitch. We'll be right back. Dickie's got me saying Twitch now, like hardcore. All right, welcome back to the CSBA here in Stillwater, 24-16. Katie, good first quarter. Good comeback by Oklahoma State. Started a little slow, but kind of got their feet wet. They're got some momentum there as the quarter went on.
Yeah, we went through the first, I think it was 2.5 minutes before Oklahoma State even scored. So the fact that they put up 16 is solid. Same with Iowa State, the fact that they got to 24 despite having such a slow start.
So back to a 10-point game off of that bucket. Aquakikian going to hand it over to Jones. He's been feeling it. Heat check moment. Can't get it to go. But a tap in. Mills not able to tap it in off the mark.
Oh, there you go.
And Perry Dudley finishing in transition.
That was a big man to big man too.
Gotta like it when you see that the big men in the synergy. Aquakikian, who's not really done much here, just kind of feels like he's been holding the ball a lot. Gonna get it over to Jason Breeze Jr. for three off the mark. Dudley again, so back-to-back baskets.
This is personal for Dudley.
Yeah, I mean, do you blame him? He was a big part of this franchise, this school for a long time, so. Jones is going to get a high screen, walks right into Official, who picks him off. You talked about protecting the ball a little bit better and limit your turnovers, and Dane Jones gives that one away, and Artie Fisher to the line to shoot two. Substitutions for both these teams. It's funny when I watched when we did the first game of Iowa State, Dickie was putting the accessories on, and he's like, Iowa State looks like McDonald's colors. I couldn't put the yellow. He goes, I couldn't put the yellow accessories on them. I'm like, why'd you change them? I'm like, they were fine the way they were, which is what it is, which is on what they're on now. But like, he's like, they look like McDonald's. I'm like, well, that's their colors. What do you want from me?
You know, what do you want for them, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't pick it. Bluebirds coming out here, three-pointer, no good. You know, I said that to Aaron the other night, the Bluebirds. He's like, I never heard that expression, the Bluebirds. Have you ever
Really?
heard that? You've heard that, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, not common, but
I mean, we don't talk about the home crowd booing the home team very often, but
right.
the biggest lead of the game right now is Iowa State starting to pull away a little bit here. With your Oklahoma State, got to get back to what that end of that first quarter when you were going on a little bit of a run.
I'm betting every season 5 home crowd for UConn booed.
I wouldn't doubt it. That was a rough season for you guys.
Yeah.
But look at you. You're on the opposite end now. You win more than you lose. So.
Right. It's taken almost 3 seasons to dig my players' winning record back up.
That's okay. That's okay.
When you start in the hole, anyway.
For sure.
Last season, I guess, canceled it out.
But listen. Let's talk about that for a second. I mean, if you think about how your career here started off and how far you've come. You look at some of these new coaches who are, some of them are struggling out of the gate. Some of them are doing decently. So they've had some good mentors or people in their locker room to help them. But, Jason obviously relatively new to CSBA with running this Oklahoma State team. He was at Oregon as a member of, Oregon. I don't know if he was assistant coach or not, but I do know he was there. And so it wasn't like his first foray into the CSBA, but like if you were to offer any advice, what would you say to him?
To keep your head up, that the first season, or any season where you struggle out the gate, it can be discouraging, but you always are learning something from even the mistakes. I know that's where I learned a lot before taking over Georgetown was on my 0-8 UConn team. You can learn a lot about what doesn't work, or maybe even what does, but mostly you learn what doesn't, and there is a lot of value in that.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good point you make, and I can tell you I go back to my days when I was coaching, and there's part of me that does miss it because I love the tactical aspect of what we do, but yeah, I mean there were times that I learned stuff. I'm like, yeah, throw that book out, or don't run that much, run that much zone, or maybe I need to run more zone. Like there's things you learn, and wow, what a dunk by Jacko Yank, wow. But yeah, I mean it's true. You learn a lot from the things, and sometimes it's just subtle tweaks.
Mm-hmm. And on that same note, like, if you're gonna learn anywhere, you want it to be in that first season. You don't want it to be season 2, season 3 coaching down the line and you're not improved. So that first season, you get a lot of that out of your system, and then you feel like a completely different coach the next one.
Yeah, and this is not to knock, and appreciate that sub there, Chief. Appreciate you, buddy. I was just saying, just not to knock what Firebird did, but he struggled for the first couple of seasons, and now look how far he's come. So
right.
Success doesn't happen overnight.
No, and I mean the main thing that as a first-year coach, for me, the main reason that we did have a winning record was because of that first season at UConn. Was that I had gotten a lot of it out of my system already, so definitely was valuable still to an extent.
Yeah, for sure. Davidson, Oklahoma State has just gone ice cold right now.
They've scored 1 point in this quarter.
Yeah, I need to get Dane Jones back in this ball game.
What are quarters? 8 minutes? Is that right?
Yeah.
To 1 point in 5 minutes.
Yes. No bueno. Yank almost has his pocket pick. Somehow it comes right back to him, and you need a little ball luck too.
Yeah. Jacko Yank has there's a little trauma there. he's the guy that sent us home last March Madness at Georgetown when I think it was 21 points on 100% field goal percentage. Dude's a monster.
Nice jumper there, ending that cold streak. But yeah, 9 of 28. I mean, they've had more attempts than Iowa State, which is crazy, but not a lot of efficiency at all. Time out of the court. Yeah, they're almost down 30 right now, which is crazy in this first half. You can't feel really good about yourself when you're down almost 30.
No, and we've seen a number of turnovers that kind of make you shake your head. Like we saw the one where he just like kind of handed it to Bo Cross. So
Yeah. Got to clean that up. Well, good news for Oklahoma State. Jones is back in the ball game, so it's been the one lone bright spot in this game. Pass inside, Dudley.
oh my goodness.
A freight train. Look out, Wolfgang, folks. You don't want to be there when the trains. You don't want to be on the tracks when the train's coming through.
Dudley said, "Fooch, you."
Just. Oh, and a snatch block by Johansson. Although I felt like poor Dane Jones got suckered into that one. It was a one. If it wasn't one, it would have been the other. And Johansson gets rewarded for running the floor, defense to offense. Matty P, I wouldn't count on that. Not the way this game is going. He was saying, watch Oklahoma State make a comeback somehow.
Yeah, no.
Fuchs from downtown again.
They might bring it within 20.
That might be a little bit more realistic. Farrell for 2.
Maybe not, though.
Foot on the line. Yeah, I mean the way they're shooting at 77% prior to that bucket there. So. This arena is absolutely deathly quiet. Good pass to Trevor Albert.
I need more looks like that. That's a almost a guaranteed bucket off a good pass.
Johansson off the glass. I mean, these guys, they're just getting whatever they want right now.
Johansson's so fun to watch, you know, from what he can do on both sides of the court, especially when he's invisible.
Fuchs trying to split the defense, goes to the left, goes to the right, gets fouled. Maybe that's what they need. They start getting to the basket again, get to the line, slow this game down, chip away a little bit by little.
Yeah, he did a good job of avoiding enough contact to not get blocked, but drawing it so that he would go to the line.
Fuchs has had a rough season from the free throw line. Only 50% coming into that attempt. Knocks him off.
Not where you want to be as a small forward for sure.
Hard foul by Jones. So Will Farrell to the line to shoot 2. You know, it's just it's ironic. Can I just say something that's very funny that it by no means was meant to happen that way? I just realized what his name was. He picked blonde hair. I went the extra platinum blonde. Not really. And if you look at his face, he actually looks like Will Farrell. And that was not planned at all. Like he picked blonde, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go platinum blonde instead of regular blonde.
They determined that for him.
It's just funny. The same thing goes for Eddie Murphy. Like how much does Eddie Murphy look like Eddie Murphy?
He looks like he looks so much like a young Eddie Murphy. Like if you put him side by side.
It's funny how stuff like that works out. So
yeah.
Tony's guy looks like Milani Lowe's. Looks like him. Like facial wise, it actually looks like him, which is funny. Fuchs. Game clock running down here. Fuchs gonna drive, throws up the wild shot and gets the prayer to go.
That was not an easy shot.
Not at all, but that has been the way it has been for this first half for the Hokies. They have had to scratch and claw for every point. Big lead here at the half as Iowa State looking strong out of the gate. Got a full second half coming our way. Katie's gonna break down the ugliness of what this first half was. Katie. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Definitely not where you want to be if you're Oklahoma State. I mean, we'll start with Iowa, right? They've done really good capitalizing, high field goal percentage, getting turnovers. Really an all-around game for them. Oklahoma State, however, not been able to get any looks to go. Easy looks, hard looks, not been taking care of the ball. You'd like to see them come out and take more caution with ball handling, with passes, and try to run some screens and get people down on the pick and roll, which has worked a number of times for them tonight.
Yeah, definitely got to do something on the defensive end. Can't let somebody shoot 80%. Gotta tighten up on the defensive end. Gotta get a little bit more quality looks on the other side. Shaq wearing pink for you tonight, by the way, Katie. Just for
Oh
you.
yeah.
See, he knew it. He knew
love
it.
Shaq.
He knew it was Women's History Month.
Yeah, it did.
By the way, I hope you like that graphic. You guys, there's a few of you, a select few that I know that have broken that glass ceiling in the sim world, so we appreciate you.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to see that. It was definitely unexpected too. So.
Yeah, well, got a lot of love and appreciation for a lot of those, a lot of the ladies up in the CSBA. So.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of us, but definitely like where we've been heading as far as the number.
Yeah, for sure. Johansson, oh my God, that was crazy. Everything he's thrown down tonight has been like with some sort of authority and some sort of. I don't know.
Oh man, and he's just a junior. That's not fair. I just went to check what year he was. I was like, how long do we have to deal with this dude? Like.
Well, this is a big year for the Cyclones. I think some changes in the personnel. They made a really nice run last year, formerly USC.
Oh yeah.
Formerly USC, obviously, but there's a lot of talent on this team here. I feel like they've underperformed so far for this season. Although this game not underperforming when you're shooting 81%.
Well, there's not really been a whole lot of games either. I mean, they're 2-1. They've only lost the one.
Okay.
And
K-Town says he's a senior. I have to look at this thing, but it should have been.
It's
so I have to look. He would know better than anybody, but I thought
K-Town. To be fair, I was given the wrong information, sir.
Yeah,
I thought you were. I was like, "There's no way this dude's a junior," but.
No, I will say the site was updated, but it's possible that just one player here or there was not updated properly, which happens. Although
there's so many players.
Yeah, there's 420 players. So we're bound to have a mistake here and there, but I thought he was a junior too. But he would know better than us, so.
Yeah, he would. Now, the only thing I was going off of was the sheet I had, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
I was like, he's an old man.
He is a senior. That's definitely something I have to fix on the website because our call sheets are tied to the website, so it must have been a miss.
Gotcha.
Our roster sheet's right. It does say he's a senior, so he's correct. 3 ball, no good.
I know what that's like. Also a senior.
K-Town, I don't know about that. Light bulb, I thought a short said he was retiring as guy. Or is that not happening now? Dutton.
K-Town's holding him hostage in the basement.
Yeah, he's a little worried about replacing the light bulb. He doesn't have any backups.
There are no other light bulbs. No. There's the one and only.
That's correct.
We have some plungers.
3 ball is good by Jason Breeze Jr. He falls out of bounds after the shot attempt. Perry Dudley to the line as AK-47 fouls him. And this has been a little bit of a rough game for the Hokies, I'm not going to lie.
No, I think pretty much what can go wrong for him has, whether that be shots not falling or just inability to hold on to it. But and then on the other end you've got Iowa State after a make like that, they're just getting it all to fall. So.
Yeah, Kyle Dutton able to capitalize there. By the way, that was Perry Dudley's first free throw miss on the season, so he'll drop below 100% now. Yank. Step back from the free throw line, too strong, hits the back rim, Mills up with the rebound, quick outlet pass to Dutton. See, that's the one thing Oklahoma State hasn't been able to do. They have not been able to get any transition buckets that have been, relatively easy looks.
Yeah.
Henderson, cross-court pass, Perry Dudley for 3, no good. Don't see Dudley shoot the 3 that often.
Nah, he's like, if I'm going to make a 3, I'm going to make it on my old team.
Nice throw there by Mills.
K-10 said he talked him out of it, told him his draft stock would go up if he stayed another season.
Yeah, for sure. Aquakikien. Gonna hand it over to Breeze Jr. for three over the front rim and in. Good.
Sorry, my little brother came in the room and brought me a candy bracelet.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Iowa State shooting 73%. Oklahoma State, what is that, 36, was it? That's sort of sums up the game. And so does that.
It's been, it's bad when you're almost through the third quarter and you don't even have 40 points yet.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, that second quarter they scored, I think, like 3 to 4 points, which is, you're not going to win a game on that.
Slade drives, floater up, no good. Allen up with the rebound. Dutton. Now over to Barkley. Barkley gonna get the screen, gonna go down low to Albert. Albert steps back from mid-range, no good. But right now, I feel like there's no fluidity to
Oh my goodness.
Oklahoma State's offense.
No, and they've not been able to stop transition either. So
Yeah, it's been rough. You can hear a pin drop in this arena.
and Iowa State's not really letting them get by easily. You see it there.
They're having to work for every bucket. Reaching foul, no good. Reaching foul, no good that's not good.
Yeah.
Not as in missed shot, no good. Sorry if that sounded a little confusing. Will Farrell gonna kick it outside to Slade. Slade gonna fire it inside to Johansson. I'm telling you, everything he has done has been a throwdown dunk.
8 for 8. And I mean, I guess if you're just dunking, you're gonna make most of them, right?
You're gonna make a lot more than you're gonna miss. That's for sure.
I can't say you'll make all of them because I've seen people miss dunks. So.
Yes. Dane Jones from the elbow, no good. 2:14 to go here. Third quarter. It's been, it's bad when Nightbot's having 3 out of the last 4 posts.
Yeah, he's having a conniption fit in there.
Yeah, he's like, talk, talk, talk. Well, luckily, we've got some additional good games on the slate. The Texas Tech TCU game is should be electric. So should Baylor, Kansas. Those should be a lot better than this game. I was a little worried about this game coming in. Not gonna lie, Oklahoma State has just absolutely underperformed this season. But you got to start somewhere, and unfortunately, the bottom is where they're starting at. Unfortunately.
Well, we saw how far. Well, I mean, it was USC, but it's the same roster, right? I mean, just rebranded. So we saw how far USC went last season, and nothing against that team, but I think that this is a stronger roster. So it's no surprise to me to see them be able to do this to another team.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely. A couple of the pieces that they replaced, I think, are probably even stronger than the ones that they had. By the way, is it me or does Bo Cross look like he's wearing like Dutch clogs right now?
He kind of does.
Is that funny? I mean, I was like, oh my god, those look like those yellow Dutch clogs.
I think it's partly because it's like blending into the socks and you can't tell where the shoes like meet. So I thought they looked like
Crocs. They look like Crocs.
Crocs. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. My mind blanked, but I thought he put it with like sports mode Crocs on earlier. I was like, what the heck is that?
That's too funny.
I was like, of course it would be Cross, right?
Yes, of all people, anyway. And Jones, even Dane Jones has gone cold here.
Now, well, he couldn't expect to shoot the caliber he was shooting at all game.
Make sure we look at how many dunks Bjorn Johansson has after this game, because I think everyone has been a dunk. I think he's got 18
yeah,
now.
it's close. It's close.
No, I think he's got 21 now. He had 17, and then I think he just rattled off 2 more dunks. So
they're gonna hold for 1.
They could hold for 40 if they could.
Not gonna matter.
Nope.
Nope.
So end of 3. It has been a slaughterhouse here. Stick around for the 4th. Maybe we'll give Oklahoma State 4s for every 3 they hit here on out. Stick around, come back, get those 4s up in stream chat. Like, watch CSB on Twitch. Look at you, Katie. Even in stream chat, you give it a 4. I love it.
Yeah. I've got them both. Milking points on one end.
Boat cross to Bjorn Johansson is the State Farm assist of the game. The blocks record is 8. That is tied for 8. We just had Dusty Wilson tie it the other night. I don't know if you saw the player cards. And by the way, I loved how your player cards came out last night. By the way, just gonna say.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, I almost need to cop one for myself. Like,
do it
after skinning the pinks.
Do it. I'll hook you up. You know what? You jumped in here tonight. It's on me. I got you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, those looked great. The guys loved them too. I don't know if they ever said anything to you, but they did. They were talking about it in the locker room.
No, they didn't. But that's okay. I'm hoping that. As I keep putting them out, some people are, get super excited. Some people are quiet. So it's tough to know if everybody likes them. But I'm trying. I'm just trying to bring as much content as I can.
Yeah. No, those were great, and definitely on brand for the month, right?
No, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I thought they were perfect. It's funny. I was like, I figured out a way to do good action shots now, because the game ones are hard to get unless you're in the actual physical game and can hit the replay, and then you're just hoping that like a good shot or something wonky happens. You got to watch an hour, like.
Yeah.
That's part of it. I mean, just being fully transparent, but I figured out a way how to do it now to get some really good stuff. So. It might not be with competition in them, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Alex just said not much activity here. I mean, when you're seeing it was a 42-point blowout, it's a little bit hard to be excited about much.
Say most of the people that are in the stream currently are Iowa State people.
Yeah, I was just saying, they're just watching their guys get as many. By the way, Bjorn Johansson's going to be the player of this game. This guy's been killing it.
Oh, light bulb.
What?
Wow. He flipped the switch.
They're going to shoot. They're shooting 67% for this half, too. This is going to be insane with the shooting. This could be the highest shooting percentage I think we've ever seen.
Well, Oklahoma State has not been able to stop them tonight.
No, they haven't. 74%. I don't know what the high is. I got to get C-Web to find that out. I don't know what that shooting percentage is. It's got to be near it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
High pick and roll. We're fired inside. Johansson actually did something other than a dunk. I'm disappointed.
How dare he?
He's gonna be close to 30 by the time if he keeps rolling this way, unless he gets subbed out here. But he is activated, so he might get some extra time.
Sorry to tell him that the player of the week is already spoken for.
Yeah, I mean, unless we look at his numbers and it's like a triple-double, but Trill had oh my god, that game was insane last night. That was a great game, too, by the way. I mean,
we were super impressed with him.
Yeah, I mean, the first half was really good. The second half was a little bit rough for Seton Hall, but I mean, the quality of the game, it wasn't like this, right?
Right.
And look at that, he's definitely going to have the dunk record. He's definitely going to have the dunk record, I think.
He's got dunk 10s at like 99 and everything else at like 5.
Allen going to get outside the hoops. Slayed all up in his grill. Gotta give Iowa State credit here, even up by 46. They're still playing defense.
Yep. Well, that's what you do, right? You play till the whistle blows. Even if you're up.
Yes, ma'am. I almost said yes, sir. I caught myself.
Honestly, I think it's more insulting if they gave up. That's just my opinion. Like, if Iowa State, we're just like, no, we're gonna quit playing now and just let you guys score because there's no, you guys are, it's not gonna matter because you're not good enough. Like, that's insulting to me.
No,
like, the fact that they're playing is acknowledging their opponent.
Oh, and another. Wow. Yeah, he's got to have close to 30. 27. Wow. 13 of 13.
He's perfect from the field.
And they've been almost all dunks.
Mostly, yeah. We've seen like maybe 3 layups at this point.
It hasn't been many. He keeps bad pass there. He keeps pushing the ball up in transition. What's up, Ray? Ray says hello.
Oh my god, another block. What's up, Ray?
I was reading the little conversation you and Toy were having in coach's discussion about him having the game on in the casino, which I think is hysterical. But the fact that they
thought we were related.
Yeah, they thought you were related. I was laughing. I was reading that. I was laughing. I was chuckling.
I don't know. I'm not sure if Ray saw that. But yeah, that was pretty great, you know. And it makes some sense, I guess, if you're not used to the accents. I could definitely understand.
Well, at least they weren't making fun of mine.
Right.
It's Henderson foul. We're gonna kind of try to fast forward here a little bit. Doesn't affect the game when I press the buttons, though.
No, you're rushing him. Don't make a miss. No, I'm just kidding.
He's part Russian. That's why I'm always rushing him. Sorry, daddy jokes.
Nope. When you got kids, they just happen.
Yeah,
right?
they do. It's like, why did the chicken cross the road? Because.
Oh no.
Saw that one on TikTok from a little, like, 5-year-old. I'm pulling him out. I'm sorry, I'm pulling him out. What happens when you're down?
So,
when there's a 50-point game?
You got a dad joke from a 5-year-old?
Yes, pretty much.
Impressive 5-year-old, huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't have any 5-year-olds. My boys are 9 and 10, but.
Oh.
Harry Dudley. Aren't you glad you came in to sub for this game, Katie?
Oh yeah.
You just wanted to come scout Iowa State. That's what you really wanted to do. Admit it.
Yeah, maybe. There's a possibility we see each other in March Madness, right?
For sure. Wow, Aquakikian, that could be his first basket, if not his second basket of the game. Yeah, Beans. It's been a rough game, not gonna lie. Hey, the lowest score is 40. What was it? Do you remember?
We've had the point differential or somebody just low score
Total score. I think it was 44, 42, 47.
I think it's lower than that. I think it's in the 30s because I think WVU had like a 34, 35 game once.
I thought we said this. We thought we said it earlier this season that was beat. It was in the 40s. I thought that's from earlier this season.
I don't know what the point differential one is either, though. This one might be pushing it. A 50-point a 50-point lead isn't exactly common.
No, so. I think the highest I've seen is in the 60s.
I don't think they get it, but I think they get close.
This feels like this. I feel like we're watching Miami versus a progression team right now.
Right.
I mean, Iowa State is just. I mean, you know it's bad when Theodore Sternville's getting easy buckets.
The greatest Stern to have ever sterned.
Yes. That's the OG Stern right there.
Yeah.
I don't know who those other imposters are. Castle knocks that down.
Those are just alts.
Nice job by Jacko Yank, just kind of milking as much clock as possible.
He's like, we don't really need to do it again. We only have to prevent a turnover, but we don't need it.
Well, let's get the walk-on some more points. 98-46, so they're not going to break 50 here.
If we had a walk-on of the year award, Sternville would have put his name in the hat, that's for sure.
I could see that. We've had a couple good games from some of them from the walk-on so far this season, and I know there's a lot of people that it's kind of a mixed bag of how everybody feels about him. But
Right.
we've seen a couple of them have a couple of decent games. So
Right. I mean, some of them you forget are probably walk-ons. I'm sure I've not realized who somebody's walk-on is. Like, I didn't know Iowa State had a Sternville, to be honest.
oh, you didn't know that?
No, I mean, I don't. I mean, there's 36 walk-ons, so
Yeah.
mostly they're kind of hidden, So
We like to keep him hidden, but K-Town said the walk-on had 4 blocks last game. So
Sternville.
all right, well it was not much of a sweat broken here for Iowa State as they go on to win 98-46. Let's jump ahead to the post game here as soon as this fast forwards. There we go. All right, 73%. I don't know the last time I've seen a team shoot in the 70s, so that could be a record too. But there's a lot of things that probably stand. You know what? The points off the turnovers is probably, I thought it would be significantly worse, Katie. It's actually pretty low. But what I mean, there's a few things here to jump off the page. But
lack of 3-pointers for both teams. But then the points in the paint as a turn, right? If you see a team not scoring a lot of 3-pointers, you think, oh, they're going to the paint. Iowa State, yes. Oklahoma State, no.
Which is surprising because they didn't shoot a lot of 3-pointers. To your point, they also didn't get to the free throw line. They only have the free throw line 4 times.
Right, 51 bench points may also be a record. I don't know that I've ever seen it that high.
I don't think it's a record. I have seen it that high, but I think I've seen it in the high 60s if I'm not mistaken, and maybe even 70. But it was still high.
That's a statement, right? I mean, that just shows you how much Iowa State's bench did or is capable of. But I mean, that's not surprising, right? When you've got Bjorn Johansson and Cross there.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I mean, look at the rebounds jump off. The
yeah,
page.
the rebounds.
Although Oklahoma State had 10 offensive boards, you would think with 10 offensive boards they would have had a lot more second chance points, but they only had 4. So
yeah, 6 more than Iowa State. But incredible difference in defensive boards.
Oh, absolutely, they own the boards without a doubt. So. Let's take a look at the box score here. We're going to start over with Jason Breeze Jr., 10 points, a rebound, a block on a rough night of shooting 4 of 12. Dane Jones, who was red hot for a while there, cooled down significantly in the second half. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 of 16. Trevor Albert, 6 points, a rebound, a steal on 3 of 6. Bones Barkley, 5 points, an assist on 2 of 4. Mac Mills, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 of 3. Wolfgang Fuchs, 4 points, a rebound, assist, a steal on 1 of 8 shooting. A lot of inefficiency down at the bottom of this lineup here. Ken Castle, 1 of 7 for 3 points, 3 dimes, 2 turnovers. Kyle Dutton, 2 points, a rebound on 1 of 5. Aqua Kikian, very quiet game from him. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 1 of 2. And Kaz Allen, also a very quiet game, only 3 rebounds. Take us through Iowa State, Kitty.
Bjorn Johansson, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 7 dunks for the question of the day.
Yeah, so it's 50% of his shots were dunks.
Yep, Perry more than that.
Thank you for Greg calling that out because I actually forgot about it for a second there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good stat line. Perry Dudley, 15 points, 5 rebounds, a block.
But he's no Vinny Trill though.
No. Perry Dudley.
Keep going.
50 points, 5 rebounds. Greg Davidson, 11 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 blocks. That's close. That's Vinny Trill close.
That could be. Besides not the lack of points for Davidson, that could be one of the best stat lines I've seen from Davidson in his career so far. So I'm happy to see. Yeah. Happy to see that for him because I know he has struggled. So keep going.
Jensen Slade, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. Blaze Henderson, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Sternville, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 5 blocks.
By the way, I had to make him as ugly as possible. To look at all the beard stains on his face.
He needs an exfoliation.
Yeah, he does. Need to get him some exfoliation. That's great.
Him and Dickie's dude both.
Drake Scott is he's fugly.
Jacko Yank, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. A little bit of everything from him tonight. Artie Fischel, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal.
God, I
Will
love
Ferrell.
that name. I love that name, by the way. I'm sorry.
Will Ferrell, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, perfect from the field. And rounding them off, a surprising name, Bo Cross, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal.
Yeah, that's a very quiet game for him. Take away the beard on Will Ferrell. He looks just like him.
Yeah.
All right. 98-46. Ohio State wins this one in the jog. We got Texas Tech, TCU coming up in about 40 minutes, so make sure you all come back for that. That should be a really good Big 12 game. And then you got Baylor and Kansas in primetime. I'll be back for that one. Nick and Aaron are going to be on the next call, so make sure you all tune in for that. For Katie Murphy, I'm Scott Drake, a.k.a. Wire 71. We'll see you guys in about 40. See you.